Now, a News 5 update. Day 2 of the murder trial against the Mobile doctor in the death of a University of South Alabama medical school student. Today, jurors saw body cam video from the night of the deadly crash in 2020. Joseph Nakhla is accused of killing Samantha Thomas, a passenger in his car, in a crash following speeds allegedly reaching 138 miles per hour. WKRG News 5's Nicolette Schleisman is joining us from Government Plaza. Been listening in court today to all the testimony. And Nicolette, you saw that body cam video. What does it show?
Yeah, Cherish. So day 2 of the testimony got off to a really slow start because of that body camera video that we were seeing in the courtroom. Now, the judge and the lawyers were reviewing that body camera video before the jury even came in this morning for several hours, trying to see what would be admissible during that trial. Now, there were 2 law enforcement officers who took the stand this morning. Both were Mobile police officers at the time. Now, we saw the video from both of their body cameras showing the immediate aftermath of the accident when officers in Mobile Fire Rescue were at the scene. Now, in that body camera video, you see Nakhla on the other side of a chain link fence in a ditch right next to I-65. In one of the officers' video, Nakhla is seen showing that officer his police surgeon ID card over the fence. Officer James Estes testified Nakhla identifying as a police surgeon was the first thing Nakhla said to him on scene. Now, defense lawyers argued that that was a good thing to identify to the officer who he was, and the officer did agree with Nakhla's lawyer. Now, the jurors also heard that Nakhla exclaimed for first responders to, quote, get in here behind the fence to where he was. The officer told the defense lawyers that Nakhla was asking about the passenger and that he did appear upset. Now, prosecutors say Nakhla was driving 138 miles per hour in the seconds before that deadly crash and had a blood alcohol limit of 0.11. The legal limit is 0.08. Now, in the body camera video, you hear Nakhla telling officers from the back of an ambulance he was driving about 50 miles per hour down the service road on I-65 when another car turned in front of him. The defense's rebuttal is, in the whole case, is based on the fact that another car caused the crash that took the life of Thomas. Now, Estes testified that he did not believe that Nakhla was driving 50 miles per hour based on the skid marks and the other things that he saw at the scene that evening. The second officer to testify, Sarah Percy, she is now with the Mobile County Sheriff's Office Internal Affairs, but she was a patrol officer with Mobile Police at the time of the accident. Now, she did testify seeing Samantha Thomas lifeless in the ditch. She also testified that she did witness Nakhla acting upset, but she told jurors that she did not believe that his action questioned her if she believed Nakhla was impaired at the time. She did say he seemed coherent and was able to give the same statement about what happened to her twice. Now, in the video, you also see Nakhla get emotional when he asks about Samantha Thomas and if she was alive, saying he already knew before another police officer told him that she did not survive that crash. Now, Percy says Nakhla was already emotional at that point because he had asked about his car, and that's when he first got emotional. She says that she did not believe that his response after finding out Thomas had died was genuine. Cherish.
Nicolette, you also heard testimony from a Mobile firefighter.
Yeah, that's right. So we did hear from a Mobile Fire Rescue firefighter who was one of the first people on the scene. He was actually one of the people to cut down the fence to get to Nakhla as well as the car and Samantha Thomas, who was in the car at the time. Now, he told the jury that Nakhla had no sense of remorse when they first responded to the scene and he was still in that ditch. Instead, he stated that he needed his belongings from the car to that firefighter. Now, the defense argued that people process trauma differently. And we also did hear from one of the people who made one of those 911 calls that the jury heard last night right before recess. And we also did hear with someone who was hit by debris from the crash as she was driving down I-65.
And Nicolette, we know you are stepping out of the courtroom as much as possible to give us updates from your cell phone. That's because the judge presiding over this case is being very strict about allowing cell phones in his courtroom, and today he addressed that very sternly.
Yes, he did. And he has actually let the media use our cell phones as well as laptops in the courtroom at this hour. He has said that that is okay for us to use them, but he is still maintaining that the rest of the people inside that courtroom who are witnesses I'm sorry, not witnesses to the case, but witnesses to the trial cannot use their cell phones for any reason. And one of the problems that happened this morning, this afternoon, was that there was potentially communication with Nakhla Sr., Jonathan Nakhla's father. That is because he is a potential witness to this trial, and witnesses cannot stay in the courtroom during testimony at all during the trial. And so he has been outside of the courtroom. Now, the judge did bring the senior Nakhla in and swore him in under oath, asking him if he had talked to anyone inside of the courtroom at all during the past couple days since the jury has been seated. And he did say that he had texted with his son, Jonathan Nakhla. Jonathan Nakhla had told his father that he was nervous, and his father responded to him. Now, the judge did give him a very stern warning this afternoon, saying that he cannot let that happen again, because the judge could then take more serious actions toward him. Now, again, like you said, he has been very serious about not using phones at all in this courtroom. He has warned the people in the courtroom multiple times. And after that warning this morning, he took at least one cell phone out of the courtroom.
Nicolette, we'll let you get back inside the courtroom. Thank you so much for that report. And Nicolette is posting updates every chance she gets on WKRG.com. You'll get a notification when there's something new.